appoint 120 governors to hold office throughout his empire. In addition, he chose Daniel and two others to supervise the governors and to look after the kings in the super. Then the other honest. They said to one another, "We are not going to find anything of which to accuse Daniel unless it is something in connection with his religion." So they went to see the king and said, "King Darius, may your majesty live forever. All of us who administer your empire, the supervisors, the governors, the lieutenant governors, request anything from place to be thrown a law of the Medes and Persians, which cannot be changed." And so King Darius signed the order. When Daniel learned that the order had been signed, he went home, that face towards down at the open windows and prayed to God 3 times a day. When Daniel's enemies observed him praying to God, all of them went together to the king to order that for the next 30 days anyone who requested anything from any god or from any man except you would be thrown into a pit filled with lions. The king replied, "Yes, a strict order, a law of the Medes and Persians which cannot be changed." Then they said to the king, "Obey the order you issued." He prays regularly 3 times a day. When the king heard this, he was upset and he did his best to find some way to rescue Daniel. He kept trying until sunset. Then the men came back to the king and said to him, "Your majesty knows that So the king gave orders for Daniel to be arrested, and he was thrown into the pit filled with lions. He said to Daniel, "May your God, whom you serve so loyally, rescue you." A stone was put over the mouth of entertainment. At dawn, the king got up and hurried to the pit. When he got, "Was a God who served so loyally able to save you from the lions?" Daniel answered, "May your majesty live forever. God sent his angel to shut the mouths of the lions so that they would not hurt me. He did this because he knew that I was innocent and because I have not wronged you, your majesty." The king was overjoyed and gave orders for Daniel to be pulled out of the pit. So they pulled him up and saw that he had not been hurt at all, for he trusted God. Then the king gave orders to arrest all the men who had accused Daniel, and they were thrown, together with their wives and their children, into the pit filled with lions. Before they even reached the bottom of the pit, the lion pounced on them and broke all their bones. Then King Darius wrote to the people of all nations, races, and languages on earth, "Greetings. I command that throughout my empire everyone should fear and respect Daniel's God. He is a living God, and he will rule forever. His kingdom will never be destroyed, and his power will never come to an end. He saves and rescues. He performs wonders and miracles in heaven and on earth. He saved Daniel from being killed by the lions." Daniel prospered during the reign of Darius and the reign of Cyrus the Persian. The word of the Lord.